Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the wedding tag with you guys. I haven't really seen a wedding tag here on YouTube. I know they have the husband tag, which I hope to one day do with mine. And I know they have a marriage tag, maybe, but I've never seen a wedding tag. I've made up most of these questions, if not all. So I'm gonna be getting into it a little with you guys today, and let's dive right into this video. Okay, so the first question is, where did we meet? And we met at the school that we were going to at the time. We're part of the organization Israel United in Christ, and since I moved, I'm at a different school with him now, but I met him at the one I was going to before when my mom first introduced me to the organization. And y'all, when I saw him, I was like, yo, I saw him and I was like, wow, Lord, your work is good. But I try not to even focus on him because at the time I didn't really even want to be there. I was not trying to get attached to anyone, but y'all, it was just something about him. Like every time I saw him, I was like, wow. You know, nothing lustful or anything like that, don't get me wrong, but you know sometimes when you see people that makes you just look again. It was one of those. I was like, wow, he's a good looking man. So we met at the school and we started courting in, what was it? I think it was 2019? No. Oh no, it was 2021. Yes, 2021 we started courting because I joined in 2019. So in 2021 we started courting, proving, and then we got married after that. Next question is, when was your wedding? Our wedding was January 15th of this year. The best day of my life. How long did it take to plan your wedding? It took us about 3 months. We didn't have like this, I think it's one of the questions too. Is it? Yes, it is. One of the questions was, did you have a big wedding or a small wedding? So this kind of falls into that. We didn't have a big wedding. We had a small wedding. So it took us about 3 months to plan because, you know, some people like to have it at these fancy venues and stuff. We wanted to have it at the school where we attend normally, just to, you know, carry on to the tradition and doing that. So we had it there. I think maybe 300 people went tops. 300, maybe less than that. Maybe like 270, I want to say. Maybe 250, give or take. Next question is, did you have a special theme? Yes, we did have a theme. The colors were like a olive green, gold, and some white, like an ivory. So I wanted like a classical nature theme, which if you've seen our wedding feast, it's on YouTube. Maybe I could link it here. Wait, I'm not that fancy yet. But I definitely have pictures of our wedding feast on my Instagram at his daughter 7, and like I said, it's also on YouTube, and you can see our theme. I wanted to do something different like this. I had on this like a mint green type of dress, and y'all, it was just so beautiful. Like I felt like such a princess in that dress, and everything just worked out perfectly. Even the cake that we got, shout out to his mom who hooked us up with the cake, and one of our other sisters in the body that also helped with it too. I just really like how everything worked out together. One thing about me, like, I love nature. When I was living back at my parents' house, like, you would come in my room. I think you guys remember in my old videos or on Instagram, my old videos, I had like a leaf vine just flowing around my room. I had some on the sides. Our bathroom are decorated with this nature theme. I just love nature. Like, it just makes me feel so peaceful and calm and just at one with myself. Who were your bridesmaids? I only had about 3 bridesmaids. Was it 3? No, I think it was I had 4 bridesmaids. I had Yana, shout out to Yana. I had Ayana, shout out to Ayana because she's getting married too. I had my best friend Zariah, and I had my friend Serena. Those were my 4 bridesmaids, and shout out to them because they were there for me. They held it down. They were my closest friends at the school that I was going to, and couldn't have asked anyone else. Who was your maid of honor and why? I don't really think I had a designated maid of honor, like nothing in the program, nothing set in stone that was like, okay, you're gonna have this title. Just looking back now, if I were to have a maid of honor, it would have definitely been my best friend Zariah, because she been with me through thick and thin, y'all. Like, I literally prayed for a best friend, and this truth that can keep me grounded and would help me grow spiritually. And she's always been that for me. She's given me advice while proving, because she's also married, and you know, that's my day one. So it definitely would have been her. What was your entrance song? My entrance song was The One He Kept For Me by Marette Brown Clark. Is it Marette or Marvette? I think it's Marette. Yeah, I used to hear that song as I got older, and every time I listen to it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is definitely gonna be the song that I'm gonna play on my wedding day. Mind you, at the time, I wasn't even talking to anyone, like I was mad young, talking about, this is what I'm gonna play on my wedding day, okay. But surely enough, I did, and it was such a beautiful song. I didn't get emotional or nothing, like I didn't cry on my wedding day, y'all. I did not. Next question is, what was your first dance song? Our first dance song was Jerusalem on My Mind. I believe it's by Royalty Duo. Shout out to Royalty Duo, because they were definitely some hitters on my playlist. But yeah, it was a beautiful song. I love dancing to it with him, and every time I listen to it, I think about our first dance. You can listen to it on SoundCloud, Jerusalem on My Mind. Next question is, what kind of food did you have? So, you know, me and my lord, we Benjamin, all right? So we had Benjamin food at our wedding, done no. Our menu was some brown stew chicken. We had brown stew chicken with some yellow rice, and they served it with cornbread too. I wasn't mad at that, y'all. It came with some cornbread. There was rice and peas as well, and then there was like a brown stew snapper fish also, and we served that. And then we had a vegan option of Ital stew, and I think that one had came with white rice, if I'm not mistaken. And then our appetizers were these like mini Jamaican patties. I thought that was so good. We did have some fruit kebabs as well, and I'm not sure if there was a third one. I think that was all the appetizers. I could be wrong. Honestly, there was just so much going on that day. Like, it's so hard to even remember everything. It's like, it was just a lot going on, y'all. How were you feeling minutes before it began? I was fine at first. Let me tell you, I came in there, I was fine. I was on time. I was not trying to be a late bride. I was on time. Now what happened after that was no me. I was on time. You know, my dress was ready. It didn't really need to be ironed or nothing. Everything was fine. I got my hair done, my makeup did, everything was good. But y'all, I think it really hit me when I heard the music downstairs start playing. I was like, yo, this is really about to happen. I suddenly felt the need to use the bathroom. I didn't use the bathroom, I didn't have to. But like, I had so much butterflies and knots in my stomach once I heard that music, and then I felt the bass on the floor, and I'm like, oh my God, this is really happening. Like, it wasn't the people who started coming in continuously. It wasn't the knocking on the door. It wasn't the, hey, are you doing okay? How are you now? Once I heard that music, I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go. What was your favorite part about the day? My favorite part about the wedding, when it was over. Nah, I think honestly just walking down the aisle and seeing like the happy faces of everyone around me, knowing that we got through this, y'all, because when I tell you it was hard, okay? Just knowing that we were yet another righteous example, because, you know, people that you may have came in this truth with and who were also courting might have fell out or succumbed to temptation, and I'm like, babe, we really did that. All praises to the Most High. Like, that really warmed my heart to know that we did things the right way. Seeing my family, taking pictures downstairs, the music, the dancing, like it was all just a great time. What was your top 3 wedding registry must-have? So for me, it was my toaster, my sewing machine. Those things were highlighted as most wanted, and oh praise, I'm so glad that we got them. Thank you to those that contributed to our wedding registry. We were so blessed to get like everything that we asked for. But honestly, if I could go back, I would take so many things out, because I'm like, why do I have so many appliances? Like, I live in an apartment. What did I think I was doing? Like, when I made the registry, I was at home at my parents' house, so I was thinking house. But we're not in a house yet. Lord's will, one day we can get our house. But I'm like, if I could go back, I would definitely cut some things off that registry. But my top 3 would definitely be, like I said, the toaster oven, the sewing machine, and the last one, I'm looking around, like, what is it? Probably my juicer, you know, because we are into juicing. I want to make some healthy drinks for my Lord. And yeah, I'm trying to remember honestly everything that I put on my registry. I'm looking back now like, what did I have on it? I had quite a few most wanted items, don't get me wrong, but like, man, I probably should have done this tag like months ago when everything was still fresh in my head. But yeah, my sewing machine, my juicer, and the toaster. Those were the top 3 must-haves for me personally. What could be most important for you could be different. You know, it could be a bed set. I wanted to physically pick out my own bed set to feel it and look at it, make sure it's, you know, up to what I want, because sometimes what you see online could be totally different from what you're getting in person. And the last question is, would you go back and change anything? If so, what? I don't think I would go back and change anything. You know, I had a really good team. Everything was planned out very well. Did some of my decorations get lost along the way? Yes, but we're not gonna get into that. I don't know what happened. Like, the company just, they made it work. Shout out to headquarters for holding me down. The decoration team like literally did their thing. But I don't think I would go back and change anything. Like, I'm really happy with how everything turned out. And yeah, those are all the questions I have for this little wedding tag, okay? Maybe in the future I might do a different tag. I know I said that y'all gonna get on me. I know I still have that Q&A to do. I'm gonna do it. Listen, y'all questions was really intense. I was looking at them, I was like, wow, y'all is not playing about this Q&A, but I'm gonna get to it. I will get to it. But those are the questions I have now for this wedding tag. If you want these questions, I can email them to you or DM them to you. You can reach out to me on Instagram and I can send them to you. And maybe you could do a wedding tag video too. You know, let's make this a trend if it's not already, because I haven't seen a wedding tag on YouTube yet, y'all. And we trying to change it up on here. That's all for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.